What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got another 2022 NBA mock draft video to of course be going over with you guys. This time I actually wanted to talk about who I think the Charlotte Hornets should select with their 13th overall pick in the 2022 NBA draft. And again, before I get into it all, I would just like to say that of course we don't know where the Hornets will be picking because the lottery has not happened yet. But because of where they finished in the standings, we can presume it's going to be 13. And again, this is currently where they kind of sit now. Of course, the other couple of things is, this is of course going to be a clip from my official 2022 NBA mock draft video. So of course, highly recommend you guys go and check out that full thing. You get to kind of see all the other teams I have, selecting, and all the other players I have them picking. So of course, if I don't draft someone that maybe you want, it's because he might have already been taken by a different team. The other thing is, last but not least, is the Charlotte Hornets are probably the hardest team I think to select with their first round pick in this year's draft. Again, you might be like, well, why is that? Because the Charlotte Hornets, legitimately the only thing they need is probably a really solid, center to draft and maybe a power forward or something like that. But unfortunately, where they're picking right now, there's only really guards that are kind of high up on where they're picking right now. So I kind of actually have a couple of options. I do take a guy with this pick, but of course I've got a couple options and suggestions on who maybe they could take, differently. But of course, again, a lot of the really good forwards and centers are going in the top 10. This class is stacked with forwards and centers in like the top 10 at this point. I think probably a lot more than guards go in that top 10. But again, when it comes to like 11 to 16, there's a lot of guards kind of going on there. So of course, again, I definitely would really like to know your thoughts and opinions on this down below. But without further ado, here's who I think the Charlotte Hornets should of course be selecting with their 13th overall pick in the 2022 NBA draft. Now, when it comes to the Charlotte Hornets, there's a lot of guys who I think a lot of people are having them actually take. There's no one I think can really decide on who should the Hornets take. Some people are saying they need a center, some people are saying they need a power forward. But there isn't a whole lot of good tall players that I think they can really take. Now, there is one guy who I will actually talk about for a second because I think he's kind of risen up in the mock drafts, and that's actually going to be Mark Williams, who is a center. This guy's kind of come out of nowhere, and I feel like a lot of people are actually talking at him again. I believe he's ranked around 18 to 19, but he's kind of risen recently. He plays for Duke College, and I think he's a guy that they could definitely take at 13, especially if they're looking for the height. I'm not completely convinced on this one. For example, I think I would actually have them taking Johnny Davis, to be honest, and that's who I'm probably going to have them taking. There's a lot of rumors that the Hornets are looking to actually make some changes. There's rumors they could be moving on from Terry Rozier. They've still got James Bouknight, who they want to give minutes to. I think Johnny Davis is a 6'5" shooting guard that averages like 20 points and 8 rebounds, like outrageous numbers. Can be a really good shot creator, I think, for this team. I think they quite possibly could go him just because he's best available. Rozier could definitely be moving on because he and LaMelo, I just don't know if I like the connection. Some people have been talking about them moving on from Terry Rozier for quite a long time now. That's who I'm saying. But yeah, maybe keep an eye on Mark Williams. Could he be a dude that, eventually rises in this draft? I feel like could definitely be one of those guys. But yeah, it is going to be really, really tough to maybe see how it's going to go. Again, Kendall Brown could still be there, 6'8", small forward, similar to Tari Eason. Both are very similar players who can guard 1 through 4. But yeah, this Hornets pick is a very hard pick to kind of, hit the nail with, but it's going to be really interesting to see. I might just go Johnny Davis because I feel like it's a little bit safer because he's like best available, 9th ranked in the class, and again, they're moving on potentially from Terry Rozier. another guard could help. And yeah, who knows, Book Knight might get some minutes at point next season as the backup. That could definitely be the option as well. But of course, if you haven't already, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for all the latest kind of NBA draft news and mock draft stuff, all that type of stuff. Of course, don't forget to comment your thoughts and opinions down below. Who do you guys think any of these teams should draft? Again, I definitely would really like to know. Don't forget to subscribe to my, my IRL/flooring channel, my gaming channel. All of them will be linked in the description down below, and I highly recommend you guys, of course, going and checking them all out. But as I was saying, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.